get in my restaurant. I locked it, bro. Hello, and welcome to something completely and totally different. Tonight I see where my groceries I sell usually go to. Hello, denizens of the interwebs. My name is Parker, and this is Gaming After 40. And this game is Chef's Life, a restaurant simulator, backed by none other than the Michelin Company. That's right. This game, which is unfortunately abandoned, is a restaurant simulator with less about the management and more about the cooking. And if nothing else, I like to pretend like I can cook. So let's get started in running a restaurant for day one.
Do you need something today?
Now start by buying some groceries. I wish my grocery store were here. I'd give myself a discount. Yeah, that'd probably get me in trouble.
Consider it done.
Alright. So with this game, you spend each day prepping in the morning and afternoon, and then when the evening comes, you open up your restaurant. The restaurant starts out small, only 3 tables, 2 4-tops, and what is that, 6-top? Yeah. I don't know why that took me so long to figure out. My menu right now is kind of small and unpretentious. I'm going with a French menu, a caprese salad, a beef and potatoes, and a sole meuniere. I cannot say that word. It's okay, I'll leave it for the experts. Again, I'm not a chef, I'm just a home cook that likes to pretend like they can cook. So you grab, once the ingredients come in, we're going to go ahead and get started on cooking. I also have a very small kitchen and to fit that small menu, so that's good. So we'll grab our first stock items. And once I get this stocked and ready, we start cooking. I'll start prepping for tonight's service. If you've ever worked in a restaurant before, I have too. This is kind of realistic-ish. The only thing I'd say that might not be realistic are some of the recipes. This is a lot less cooking simulator too, because the game, I mean, just because it's a little bit less accurate. You don't have to worry about measuring things out, things like that. I do have to worry about timing though. I have made this a little bit easier. So you can come up to these preferences. I made it a calm service, meaning people don't get impatient. I will see recipe reminders. I'll tell me where things are put and when. I will not fail or burn. And I believe it also auto-completes one of the dishes of the order. I'm going to take that off eventually. I want to get it back into the groove of the game before I do that. And I'll also have fewer... You know what? I'm going to turn that off. I don't want fewer customers. Okay. So let's get started making a balsamic glaze, or cream they call it, for the caprese salad that they have here. And while I do that, I'm going to chop these. In just a moment, I have to go back to the other station to make sure my sauce doesn't create a residue, doesn't stick to the pan. You just do it by stirring, not too hard. There we go. Alright, perfect. So in a couple of minutes I'll come back to that. I also have objectives pending. This thing, I skipped the tutorial, but even if you skip the tutorial, there's still a large amount of tutorialization that happens. I do find that kind of annoying. If I skip the tutorial, it should skip the whole thing. But it also has to do with the story, I guess. There is a small narrative happening. It doesn't really affect you. It's more about your teammates that you have working for you. Mostly Kasim and I forget her name. There's another one that comes in later. They both work with you as your sous chefs, I guess. Although I don't know why I have 2. Maybe she's an apprentice. I don't know. Kasim is supposed to be the sous chef. A restaurant this size doesn't need 2. Barely needs 1. But we do get kind of busy. But the patience won't matter, so I'm good with that. And yeah, I know I should be doing multiple things at once, but I kind of just... I haven't played this in a while, kind of like my TCG card shop. I haven't played that in a while, now to get used to it again. So that's kind of what I'm doing with this. There's a certain rhythm you can get. I'm gonna see about... There we go. Okay. I don't know why I picked that up. I just needed to do that. Alright. I made that. Let's go ahead and get these items together, and then... Oh. What did I... Okay. Lay it down. Oh, I don't have my salt. Okay. I need to grab... I need to move this. That's what I do in each game. Like I said, I do need to get used to this again. Alright. Season it. Let's see how much I need. One more. So you have something called the chef's sense, and this actually, I feel like, represents a good way of doing that. A chef does know how much to season something, and I like the idea of that. It's kind of like Eagle Vision from Assassin's Creed, but more realistic. So I'm going to go ahead and get these objectives done. It's nothing important. Let's go look at the computer so it can tell me how the computer works, and look at my catalog to see how to order things. So while I do that, I'll return after I'm done. See you on the other side. Alright, and welcome back. I am going to be buying an extra range, just so I can have more cooking space. And I really suggest, I think it tells me to do that eventually, but I'm not waiting. Let's go into design mode by going over here. And this will let me change this to make it more efficient for me. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Place that in. Alright. Now I've got 2, so let's grab 2 saucepans. Get them on the ranges. This is my normal for the first night, as I pick up enough for 3 total salads. So that is usually what I end up making. I'll go ahead and chop everything I need. I've already bought the food, and once you stock your restaurant, you can't put it, well, I couldn't find a way to put it back into the stocking area itself. So you lose out on what you don't use anyway, so you might as well use it. I don't even think there's really a count. This game, again, is this is less about management and more about the actual cooking, which I'm actually happy about that, because I've been playing management games for a little while now, and honestly, I need a break from them. And I didn't realize it until I remembered I had bought this and picked it up again last night, only for a few minutes, so I knew I wanted to do a video on it. If you guys are cooks, or even chefs, let me know in the comments if you are, and what you like to cook, what your most favorite dish is. I love sharing dish ideas and recipes with people. If I had the wherewithal, I would probably make a cooking channel. I don't. This is enough for me right now. But maybe one day, maybe one day. So let's see. Those are all set for now. Do I want to learn anything? Can I learn anything? No, just the extras from the DLC I don't want to use right now. There's 2 DLCs for this game. There's I think a pizzeria one, maybe an Italian one, and one that focuses on Japanese cooking. I don't have that one, but I do have the Italian one. Those are quite enough for me. I don't really need the Japanese one right now. I haven't even gotten through the majority of this game, to be honest, not even the base, so I'm going to be focusing on that. A lot of noises. You can control the heat strength. You can see on the right side it indicates that I shouldn't go to the max level, so I'm not going to. Oh, why am I stirring that? It's ready, it's ready. Stop. just need to take it. There we go. And then this one's ready. Okay. I've got those. I'm gonna come over and make my salads. Now remember to salt. Always salt your... season your dang food. That's usually 2. Let's see, where am I at now? Not enough. 1 more. Perfect, just to make sure. Alright, and then 1 more. Down. And once again, it's missing a lot. 1 and 2. Let's see. Perfect. You start to get an idea of what those words mean when you're looking at Chef Sense. It is a very useful tool to utilize. Right, that's done. My morning staff is almost here. So the very first person you get, Kasim, will be a sous chef, but he starts out as basically janitor, which I don't know if that's right or not. I feel like it shouldn't be a janitor, but sure. Let's make some sole. Nope, that's meat. That's fish. Grab 1 sole. Can I grab this while I have the sole in hand? 1 flour. On the first night, I think you sit 1, maybe 2 tables, so you don't get a whole lot of orders, thankfully. Which makes sense. Your restaurant's new. But at the same time, I lived in a city I lived in, or all the cities I've ever lived in. When a new restaurant opened up, everyone went to it. It was never slow. Having said that, I've lived in pretty small towns. Orlando is probably the biggest I've lived in, and that doesn't happen so much here unless that particular restaurant gets a lot of press. Alright. This is actually a pretty cutthroat town for restaurants, to be quite honest. But we've gone up in food quality, actually. I think we ended up in the top 10 cities for food, according to Michelin. I have to look at that again. That may be last year. So this game is super relaxing for me, and even though it gets stressful, the stress is manageable. Even when I have all the assistances, the preferences I call them, but the assistances, when I have those turned off, it's still a fun game. And I really enjoy the, I guess, a repetitive nature. And it's even better because you don't really get complaints. I mean, you do have times when people have to wait longer than they're used to, like if you turn the assistants off, which does make it a little bit more stressful, but honestly, it still stays pretty calm, pretty chill. That's another reason I thought it'd be a good fit for the channel, at least for one service. And just to check it out, give you guys an idea of whether or not you like it. Normally Wednesdays are saved for demos. This week I decided to try something a little different and introduce you guys, or you folks, to a game that I do play on my own, but still fit within the channel and what I want to do with it. So let me know what you think of this in the comments if you would. If you guys like it, I will keep doing it. I really want to see more game genres, or no, not genres. I'm still managing. It's still strategy, and it's still what I'd call comfort. The comfort food of gaming. That's what I'm looking for. I don't want to call myself a cozy gamer. I'd rather call myself a comfy gamer. I'm looking for the fast food of simulators, like the things that just, you know, they hit that dopamine just right. You know, they're probably not that great, but they're so fun and you still enjoy playing them. That's the kind of game I'm after.
Need help?
Yeah, you can't do anything yet. Alright, I've done my prep for the day. I can't do much more than what I have made. So I'm going to go over to this chair, and in this chair you can sit down and waste the day away, which is quite a lot of day. So I'll come back once we get to service time. I'll see you on the other side. Who the heck are you? Yeah, I don't care, dude. How'd you get in my restaurant? I locked it, bro. Kitchen. Oh, it's about time you did something. Who said you could hire someone? I didn't see their CV. Yeah, well, you take the front of the house. That's weird. That was a weird notification. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Welcome to service. This won't be a hard night, I hope. Any hot foods you have made previously will have disappeared by now. So there's some things I want to do. I want to turn the power on to the fryer. Oh, I didn't buy any heat lamps. Great. I can't do what I was going to do. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this is going to suck. So the model looks fairly odd. I don't know what it is about him, but he doesn't look right. This look like maybe like potato people. Ever play Skyrim? Yeah, you make Skyrim look like a masterpiece.
Table ordered. Here's what they want.
All right. Oh, come. See, like I said, easy, right? Nope, I don't need soul. Well, I do need soul. I don't have one right now. And I need basil. Basil, whatever. And produce eggs. So, here we go. My first plating of the night. And possibly only plating of the night. Yep, serve that dish.
I'll take that right away.
Alright. So I could prepare another serving, which would... What the...
Well done, chef. That looks great.
Well... Pari, what? Well, you know, I didn't hear her speak, but I'm pretty sure she wouldn't produce... Well, maybe she would, I don't know. That didn't sound like her, though. Not what I imagined she would sound like. Maybe they. I don't know. Either way. Alright. Do I get a new customer? A new guest? Yeah, I get 2. Okay. Some when I first played it last night after a 6 or 7 month hiatus, I turned on the fewer customers, so what I thought would happen didn't. It's actually busier than I thought it would be. Alright, so I need 1 soul, and I can do the tomato right now. Now, as a cook, I would probably try to serve these at the same time. So instead of just skipping to the salad, let's grab the green beans, which I didn't make yet because I don't have the proper equipment. Let me get... Oh yeah, I do have a heating table at least. Alright, nope, wrong. Green beans need water. Green beans also need salt, which I did not grab, but I will this time. Let's grab a saucepan for the actual fish. Let's get this water boiling. Alright. You don't actually have to get it boiling to start, I don't think. But I didn't want to put the green beans straight in. Just as someone who I don't know. Let's put them in, I guess. And then we'll go ahead and start it. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Season, I know it needs salt. 2. Perfect. Okay. Now that those have started, let's go ahead and throw the strength up. I'll put my items ready. One thing I don't have is soul. Come over here and grab one soul. Put it down. Alright, one flowered soul. It's almost done. Take them off. Put them over here. Perfect. Got it nice and warm. Let's add everything. This doesn't seem that hard of a recipe. I need to actually look it up and see if it is just that. Because if it is, I might actually make this. Although Dover's soul's kind of hard to find for me in the area that I live in. I have to travel kind of far for it. Well, let's try and be responsible. No. All restaurants leave that going because that actually takes a long. The deep fat fryers take a very long time to actually start. Alright. As that's being... Well, no, I can't. Or can I? You know what? Let's bump this up. It feels weird not, like... I know with fish you're supposed to let it sit there even if you're doing, like, skin side down against the pan, but man, it feels weird not to be flipping anything. Take that, come over here and take this. One serving over here. We'll start with that since it's hot. Yeah, there's really something off-putting about this character. I don't know what it is though. Alright, serve that and then do this and that. See if I can do it fast enough before he picked... Nope, he picked it up already.
Here it goes.
Damn. Alright. Serve dish, and that should be service done. Oh, first night's over,
Well done, chef. That looks great.
I think. Yeah, see, now that sounds... Okay, that sounds right. I was right. Service is over. Yay, first night done. So let's see. I mean, service is going to be fine because I didn't deal with patience. The extras are small appetizers, amuse-bouches that you can make. You can't make, but your sous chef can. Challenge completed. What challenge? Alright, service is finished. So I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to end the day. However, I am going to stay in and practice new recipes. Just so you can see the process as well. And I'm going to come over here and look at the challenges so I can grab whatever I earned. And it's not letting me. Okay, whatever. This is still tutorializing me. Stop it. Alright, I have unlocked orange, carrot, and mint consomme. So I'm going to pin it and I'm going to learn it. So you have to at least get it once to learn it and to add it to a menu. So I'm going to come over here. Well, I'm already at the spice rack. Let's go ahead and get the spices needed. And then I'm going to come over here. If I remember right, there's no dairy needed. Yeah, okay. It's just vegetables and fruit. Alright, so to make that, let's come over to the chopping board, the cucumber. Oh, I'm missing something. That may not let me buy. Whoops. Let's see. Because it's editorial, not editorializing, but tutorializing, it may stop me from purchasing. I think it's a blender that I need for this. Nope, it let me in. Alright. So that used up all my money, but that's because I also bought a range. I'm gonna need heat lamps. Why did I do that? I don't know. And then, I'm used to my stock door being open. When it's closed, it throws me off. The design system is over here when your stock room is closed. Which, why can't I open the door in my own building? I don't know. Where should I put it? Oh, first things first. Let's move you. Alright, let's get this rearranged to where it makes a little more sense from how I do things. Spice there, and blender right freaking here. There we go. Alright. So I'm gonna make orange juice. Again, it's a little funky with how it does some recipes. It really is. And then let's do carrot juice next. It needs basil and salt. Not enough salt. Come on, how salty do you need this carrot juice? I guess it's carrot basil juice, but still. Okay. And then, let's see. Was there anything else at all I could purchase? Aside from the pizza. I don't want to buy these because they get, it's not that they get expensive, but they do need equipment that I'm not currently using. Who's here? Oh, Adele. Adele's my other chef. Gyro? Gyro might be too? Question mark? Okay. So I've got those. I need a pan. A sheet pan. Or a metal tray, whatever you want to call it. Place my items up and down. Take this and you put it in the cooler to help it marinate, basically, to mix, to marry, whatever you want to call it. And then once that is done, I'll plate it and I'll have a brand new recipe to use. Some design notes about this game: you can't rotate these surfaces at all. So I have the heat lamp. If it sits on here, it's actually going to go crossways, whereas I want it to go this way. If you have played this game and you know a way to rotate it, please let me know in the comments, because it's driving me nuts when I purchase the actual heat lamp. And it's just me. It's just, I know it's a personal thing. It's not a game-breaking thing by any means. It's still completely usable. Alright, let's go ahead and take these. That's not what I wanted. And the cucumber. We'll come over here and we'll plate. And there we go. I've learned a new item that I can now put on my menu. Simple enough. Alright. I'm gonna take the rest and I'm going to, if it lets me, package it up. This keeps your responsibility up, I guess, instead of throwing stuff out. I guess in my mind it's giving it to the staff, which, to be quite honest, I would do if I owned a restaurant. I hate food waste. I really hate food waste. But I know staff would end up making food that they could then take home. It's a give and take. Alright, next day. And then these menus, these starting videos are cute enough. Alright. Well, I think you guys get the idea of what this game is all about. If this is something that interests you, please let me know in the comments. I will keep playing this every Wednesday, except for the Wednesdays that I have demos that come. If this is the kind of content you like, comfy, cozy gaming content, please like and subscribe and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye. Let's see. I can't even enter. Nope, I'm looking at the wrong spot. If I learned to read a map, that would be awesome.